Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will take the first swing of the game. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. On the run, it's Cook. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
To the air, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's back to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. Buys a little time with his feet. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On second down, wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big... physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Jayhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
In the red area, it's Payne. And the Horned Frogs have a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll give it to him again. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for room. It's Payne. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
The Horned Frogs have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You couldn't ask for better starting field position. The drive covers 26 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the returner goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I don't expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
That's what you expect from a senior.
Gain of 2.
Any extra yards. Great tackle there. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He
throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Maryland. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Off play action. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Pulls and fired complete. Touchdown, Jayhawks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Right down the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Dances away to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking to throw. That's it, fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. First and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Steps away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's looking for an open man on second down. He'll take another shot here. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Gets it out quickly. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
He'll heave it deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Williams.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the...
Oh, look out. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
To the ground with the back. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 6 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kansas.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense is rolling the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kansas, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
From the gun, running back on the move. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Arnold. Stopped after making the catch.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The quick out. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Neal. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. He's looking to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. He finds his man.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Shakes off the tackler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and lead the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
They go to the ground. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given him the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the air, it's Daniels. Back open in the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Jayhawks in the hurry up. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk!
This is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting a touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quick strike complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Leaves it with the running back.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. He'll bring it out. It's Arnold. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Feeling some heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team. And that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it. Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Houston Cougars, taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense takes the field. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Smith dropping to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Houston will snap it in the red zone. On second down, just keeps firing. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the
and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with the speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his eyes.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals spell out ahead of them right now and play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Got him downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Leaves it with the back. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Sanford. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Sweet cut there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught on the outside, it's Johnson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there. Down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Houston wants to play fast.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And now on second down for this offense. Smith wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Gets open down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Need. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Cougars! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one. looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass hits, picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Got a man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hard Frog.
And the offense continues to run. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Smith dropping to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Offensive lineman. Run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Melton. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Coming after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. escapes the sack. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Smith wants to throw. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fair catch, called for and made. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Smith dropping to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. On the run, it's Need. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Wilson. Gets away from one, finds room. The expressway is wide open.